Alright folks, this is Brad again. This is my 14th month hair update video. That's 14 months from completely bald. I'm making the video a little bit early. I may or may not post it early, I don't know, but I'm making it a little bit early because I had some things on my mind regarding the hair, and I wanted to address those things while they're still fresh in my mind, rather than waiting until the 5th of next month to make the video, which is about what I've been doing. So, the first thing I wanted to talk about, well, let me give you a look at the hair first. So it's 14 months from completely bald. The first thing I wanted to talk about was that I was getting sick of the parted down the middle thing, and I'm still kind of sick of it. I've tried a few other things. It's not quite long enough. I did slick the whole thing back once or twice, and it looked good when it was wet out of the shower, but once it dried it just looked like crap. There's not enough body or weight to the hair to keep it back, and it just kind of falls all over the place, and it looks probably worse than I could make it look if I was trying to make it look bad. But anyway, so what I did start doing, is you may or may not be able to tell, is I started pushing my hair back behind my ears, and I did this for two reasons. The first of which is it's now long enough to do so, because I've tried doing it before and it just never stuck. So the first reason would be it's now long enough to do so, and the second reason is here in the Northern Hemisphere, more specifically in New England, it's summertime. And during the summertime, it's tough for people like me, evidently, to go without air conditioning or a fan. I actually don't use air conditioning, neither in my vehicle or in the house, but I do like to use a fan on high. Just a little desk fan. I keep it on me most of the day on the hot days. So what I noticed was that just about a minute or so of the desk fan being on me, it was blowing my hair into my eyes, and I tried putting it in a different place and it would blow my hair that way into my eyes. And there's really nothing I could do to keep the fan from blowing the hair into my eyes. And also, I've been doing a Getting in Shape for 2015 thing. I've been making videos for that as well. I haven't posted any of them yet because when I started out I didn't know how long it was going to take or what my progress was going to be like or where I was going to be heading in the next few months. Past few months have been a little bit difficult for me as far as living situations and things like that. So I didn't know where I was going to be exactly. It's a long story. And I didn't know exactly how things were going to pan out, so I haven't posted any of the Fitness 2015 videos yet. But aside from that, I will mention that I did lose 32 pounds so far, and I've really only got about another 5 to go. So that's good. But anyway, so a lot of times I'll go out jogging or running or hiking or whatever, and the wind will just blow my hair back and into my eyes and pretty much wherever it wants it to go. So I discovered that for me it's a lot easier just to push it back behind my ears now that it's long enough, and honestly I think it even looks better. From time to time it does seem to me that it actually looks more like a mullet this way, because sometimes you can't necessarily see that the hair in the front is long, but you can see that the hair in the back is long. So it almost looks like a mullet to me, which has helped me to understand why at least one person commented on one of my videos and said, "Welcome to the mullet club." Now I get it. And there was another video, Feel Nice, which he's one of my favorite posters as far as hair growth goes. So he said something as well about a woman telling him that he had a mullet or calling him mullet or whatever. So there is that. Now, the other thing that I've noticed, which I find more interesting, I actually just discovered this last night, and that's why I'm making the video early. So, I take quick showers. I take 5-minute showers. When my hair was bald, I took 3-minute showers, and you know, I clean everything. I get clean, so you know, some people might have to take longer. I don't. But what I did notice was this whole time, this is the longest my hair has ever been in my life. The bangs might have been longer when I was 14, so we're talking, you know, almost 17 years ago at this point. And when I was 14, the bangs were longer, But my hair, the length of the hair has never been this long. The back has never been this long, at least not my adult life, or maybe when I was 3 or 4 years old, but not since I can remember. My hair has never been this long. I've never had this much of it. But I've been using the same amount of shampoo, which I never really even thought much of. Just gradually, as my hair was getting longer and longer, and I kept using the same amount of shampoo, I never thought, it never occurred to me that my amount of shampoo might not be optimal anymore. So what had started happening to me, I shampooed twice. I shampoo all once, rinse it all out, shampoo it again, rinse it out again. What I noticed recently, what has been happening to me, and I just figured it out last night, is that certain spots of my hair will stay wet for hours and hours and hours while the rest of it's dry. And I'm thinking to myself, why is this? Why are these parts, mostly over here, sometimes over here in the back, mostly in the back, sometimes up on the top a little bit, sporadic and intermittent as far as location of the hair that stays wet for several hours. But I noticed that it was happening, and it took me weeks to figure out the reason for it. Is because I'm not using enough shampoo. And since I'm not using enough shampoo, even though I shampoo twice, since I'm not using enough shampoo anymore, because I use the expensive stuff, so I probably am kind of skimpy with it. What happened was my hair wasn't getting fully clean, and I'm not a doctor or a hairstylist or anything like that, but to me it seems like it might be a safe assumption that hair that's clean is not going to hold water as well. It's going to be slicker and smoother and easier to dry than hair that's still essentially dirty, which would tend to hold the moisture and hold the water in a little bit better. And that's what I think has been happening to me. Because my hair, like I said, my hair will be dry most places except for a few spots will still be incredibly wet. And even right now, running my hands through it, especially the back, it doesn't feel clean to me, whereas the front does kind of feel clean. I shampooed it last night. I showered at night. So I did shampoo it last night, but it doesn't feel clean to me right now. So what I'm going to have to do is guess and check. Next time I take a shower, I'm going to use 2 or 3 times as much shampoo for each of the 2 shampooings in a row that I do, and we'll see if that makes a difference. I think it will. I think that's going to be the determining factor, and I think my hair is going to be clean once again. This has only been going on for maybe 6 weeks or so, but it's progressively gotten a little bit worse. And it took me a while to figure it out. So that's my conjecture on why my hair is not drying and staying as clean as it used to, is that I'm just not using enough shampoo. And it seems to me that stands to reason, because I have not, as I said, I have not been using any more shampoo than essentially than I did when I was completely bald or this much hair. So that's probably it. Aside from that, I don't have a heck of a lot to say. I am finally getting to the point where it's been fun for me the whole time, but I'm finally getting to the point now where I can say, yeah, I got long hair. Some people might not consider that to be the case, but you're talking to somebody who was bald for 10 years. So to me, this is long hair. So I'm happy with the progress so far. It's probably growing pretty slow. Let me give you an idea of how long it is. I haven't done this in a few months. So as you can see, it's down to the tip of my nose. Maybe not entirely, a little bit past, approximately nose tip length. So that's what we got going on, and that's 14 months from completely bald, and that's my 14th month update video. Talk to you soon.